Alright, so before you guys watch this video, please don't hate on us too much. We forgot to plug the receiver for the lavs into the actual camera. So we're just wearing lavs, but it's actually just picking up off the shotgun mic off the camera. We do apologize for that. Hopefully the audio is not too bad. We're still trying, we're still learning. And really at the end of the day, it's the cameraman's fault. We're just going to blame everything on him when something goes wrong. But hope you guys enjoy this video.
Alright. So welcome back to Stovepipe TV. I'm Adam.
I'm Luke.
And so today, we have a great video planned today. So, Luke, would you please explain to the people in communist states what Tannerite is?
So Tannerite is a binary explosive, which means that it's two parts. You have to mix it, and then it can be detonated. They claim that it's velocity that sets it off, but what we're going to test today is whether or not it's velocity or the energy that is dumped into it that sets it off.
Okay, so on Tannerite's website, they specifically say a transonic round, and I'm going to pull this up because I'm bad at reading, but it's a transonic round going over 2,000 feet per second or faster. They also claim it has to be a centerfire cartridge, which is something to keep in mind. And then I'm also going to pull up, like right here on the side, or as I've been talking, you'll see the common rounds that they list. And we're only going to shoot one of those today. So let's take a look at the guns and the rounds we're going to be shooting, and we'll kind of give you a little bit of math and what we think is going to happen.
All right, so first, one of the listed calibers that is known to set it off is a 5.56. Right here we have a 62 grain M855. We know that's going to set it off. That's just more of a control.
So next is a 300 blackout. These are Hornady VMAX bullets. They're 110 grain.
Next up is a 300 blackout subsonic. It's 220 grains going like 950-ish FPS.
Next is a 350 Legend. 145 grain.
After that, we got the two that are most interesting to us, which is a Hornady 30 grain VMAX 22 mag, which is going well over the 2000 FPS mark, but it's not a centerfire round, which is one thing that Tannerite claims it has to be.
Okay. So the last is a 50 Beowulf. It is a 350 grain full metal jacket. And the box says they're moving 1775. That thing is going to hit like a truck. So whether it's FPS related on what sets the binary explosive off, or if it is muzzle energy or foot pounds, we're going to actually find out today. So let's get everything set up and we'll show you guys what we're shooting. It's like I'm Walter White out here. Yeah, the main thing with Tannerite though is you gotta make sure it's shaked up real well, you know, shaked up real well.
And making fucking smut.
That's pretty good. Hey Luke.
Doom.
First rifle we're shooting is cameraman's rifle. It is a full-length AR-15, 16-inch barrel. We got the 62 grain green tips, recommended caliber and FPS that Tannerite recommends we'll use. So this should set that off no problem. If I miss, like I said, it's not my rifle. It's also set up for a wrong-handed person, so it's kind of ew. All right, let's get the camera moved and let's just watch this thing blow up. All right, first shot. We're at about, let me get my handy dandy rangefinder. We're about 50 yards out. So let's see if we can hit it first shot. Help if I take it off safety. Cameraman is high.
Then pop off of it.
I told you it was high. Pretty good.
Okay, so next thing we're shooting, this is actually Adam's pistol. It's what is this, like a 7.5 inch 300 black?
7.5 inch barrel, all PSA.
Yeah, and we're gonna be shooting this Ammo Inc. VMAX 300 blackout. It's going 2350, so it should be still above that transonic field. So let's go ahead and get shooting.
You hit it. Interesting.
Well. Yeah, so for a red dot that's sighted in for about enough, I hit about an inch low and hit the milk crate that it's sitting on. So we're going to take another shot. Oh, boom. So yeah, it didn't blow it up. Which, I mean, that ammo's probably tested out of a 16-inch barrel going 2350 at the muzzle. So with a 7.5 inch barrel, it's probably well below that. Probably around the 18 to 1700-ish mark.
Maybe Tannerite knows what they're talking about.
That's possible. Maybe we're the idiots. Okay, so with the supersonic 300 blackouts not setting it off, we decided to switch gears from doing the subs because those are almost guaranteed not to set it off. So instead, we're gonna go with this dubious, probably M67 762 by 39 out of a SPS. So that's a 20-inch barrel. And in case you've never seen someone load with a stripper clip, easiest way, you put in the stripper track, you pull up on the front of the first round and push down on the back, and there you go.
I think she hit.
So 7.62 will definitely set it off. Okay, so next up we have a 350 Legend. This is a Bolty, it's a Savage Axis, 18-inch barrel. We're shooting the Winchester white box, 145 grains. Again, this is not one that's listed on their website that'll work. So let's find out what happens. I'd say it worked.
Need a new milk crate.
So next up, we got the Hornady 30 grain VMAX 22 mag out of the Savage Model 93. Excuse the stickers, this is my father's rifle. So let's see. This is one of the more interesting ones because it's going above the stated FPS limit that Tannerite says, and it is, but it's a rimfire instead of a centerfire cartridge. So let's go at it.
Oh.
Interesting.
So what's going on with that?
Hang on, bro. Hang on, dadgum.
So we hit right here on the side, but I mean, we can try shooting it again with it a square shot and see what happens, because that was just like a glancing blow out the side. So yeah, I say we just go ahead and try that again.
We're gonna need EOD out here. There's Tannerite everywhere. We'll see.
22 mag, take 2. So yeah, I mean, that was a more square shot. It was right in the middle. It blew out the back. Still nothing happened. So it's looking more and more like we are the idiots. Who would have guessed?
That's crazy. Okay, so last up, and the one that we've all been waiting for, is the 50 Beowulf. These are full metal jackets, 350 grain. The box says they're moving at 1775, which is less than what Tannerite says will set their binary explosive off. But these things have they're gonna hit like a truck. So let's get ready to shoot and see what happens.
bit.
Last one.
I think you hit
Well,
it.
maybe we're not idiots. So what have we found out?
Well, this thing hurts. I found these results very interesting. Really from the 50 Beowulf and the 22 mag. Because the 50 Beowulf is stated below the FPS limit at 1775 on the box. And Tannerite says you need 2000, but obviously you saw it just went off. So we think it's more correlated to foot-pounds or muzzle energy instead of FPS.
Just strictly the velocity itself. So we did some calculations. The 62 grain 5.56 is traveling roughly 3,000-ish FPS out of a 16-inch barrel. It's producing right at 1,200 foot-pounds of energy, 1,238. The 300 blackout, the 110 grain, was traveling roughly 1,900 FPS at the 50 yards where we had the target set up, and that's only producing around 900 FPS or foot-pounds of energy. The, what was next, 350 Legend?
Did you say the 350? I think you said. Say it again.
So the 350 Legend was 145 grain, traveling right at the 2,300 FPS. That's producing 1,600 foot-pounds of energy. The dubious 7.62 that's out of 20-inch barrel, roughly.
I have no clue.
Yeah, we really don't have, we're not very scientific on that one. It's probably around a 123 grain if it's 767. That's going 2,400 FPS, so that's pretty close to the...
We don't even know the origin of that ammo either.
Yeah,
it was just
it's dubious.
scary.
The 22 mag, which is going above the stated FPS as a rimfire, which is, it's going roughly 22 FPS, 2,200 feet per second, which is only producing a measly 322 foot-pounds of energy. The interesting 50 Beowulf here was moving at 1775 at the muzzle with a 350 grain pill, producing a whopping 2,448 foot-pounds of energy.
I felt that. Don't worry, I felt that.
Double that of the 5.56. So what the conclusions that we can draw is that it's seemingly more so related to the muzzle energy as opposed to strictly the velocity. And if there's any other calibers that you might want us to test in the future, we'd be more than happy to if we have a rifle available in them. But we can also make that happen, most likely.
So all of these calibers were not on
they're not listed.
The 5.56 and the 7.62 were listed. But 300 blackout, that was a no-go. 22 mag was a no-go, but 350 Legend worked and 50 Beowulf worked. So maybe they should put them things on the list, you know.
Yeah,
which we find it kind of ironic because most states that are straight wall cartridge states that would be using 350 Legend can't buy Tannerite.
Own Tannerite. So
well, you know, we'll do it for those guys. Maybe they'll appreciate this video. But I think that's it for this video. If you guys got any questions, concerns, requests, put them below. The wild redneck neighbors are driving by on a, I don't even know what that was.
in the middle of a Sunday.
There you go. But that's it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one.